Baya, makole.
Hello, friends. Welcome back. I'm Addison Brown with Emerging World Project, and this is The Water Hole, Chapter 2, Part 1, Puspadanta, SoulMates. Now, just a quick word before we dive in. This one stands on its own. You don't need to have caught the last episode to come sit with us today. The only thread connecting us back is Nunchoga, our storyteller, carrying the tale forward the way elders do, not because the story depends on what came before, but because the voice telling it does. And what a voice, what a story. Here's what I'll say, and then I'll hush and let it unfold. This one is about listening, not the kind of listening you do with just your ears, the kind you do with your whole body, your gut, the little nudge that tells you, pay attention right here, before your mind even knows why. Often called intuition or instinct, but our ancestors might have just called it being alive, being porous, being in relationship with everything around you and not separate from it. Because that's the real heartbeat of this chapter, SoulMates, but not in the way we usually mean it. We're talking soulmates as in the beings who recognize your voice when you finally let it out, the creatures who've been dreaming you up right alongside you, and the earth herself, the rivers, the forest, the light in the sky. All of it capable of calling to you and waiting sometimes for a real long time for you to call back. All right, so find your spot at the edge here. There's always room. Feel the ground under you. It's a little cool, a little soft. Off to your left, somebody's settling in too. You might not even see who it is. Out across the water, something's moving slow, taking its time, in no rush to get anywhere but here. Nobody at the water hole is performing for each other. Everybody's just arriving, drinking, listening to what the rest of the water hole has to say without saying a word. That's where we are right now. You, me, and whoever else found their way to this spot today. So however you got here, however out of step you might feel in your own life right now, set it down. Let your shoulders drop a little. This one might be for you. Let's gather and listen together. Silla found herself walking paths that seemed to remember her footsteps before she even took them. The kind of footsteps where she felt the earth yielding in recognition. Had she been walking for moments or memory spans? Esu opens the crossroads, whispered Puspadanta. Choose your path. Through a thin veil of light, Silla saw the edges of a figure moving between the diamond leaf willow, too large for this island and too ancient for this time. Nunchoga's ears fanned wide like weathered hide shelters, constantly adjusting to catch sounds beyond human perception. Here, she too was being moved with ceremony, each foot placed with cadence, a mantra in appreciating Mother Earth's reciprocity before committing contact. Each pad designed by evolution to distribute extraordinary weight across the terrain. Above them both, The aurora stirred, though contrary to reason, in daylight. It began its dance, and with its first shimmer, Silla gasped. Colors cascaded across her vision, but not just as light. Each shade carried sound, melody, cluster. The green ripples, a contralto that matched Nanchoga's breathing. The violet and gold streams burst into a wild staccato through the grass, and a shade of blue Silla had never seen until now, or the tempo of ice cracking into spring. "We have been waiting," came a voice that was half-note burnt orange. Neither elephant rumble nor human speech, but the aurora itself, speaking through spectrums Silla had never known she could hear. Waiting for the one who sees our songs. The elephant's trunk lifted, sampling the air that carried Silla's scent of distant fire embers. In that gesture, she recognized something her great-great-great-grandmother had taught her. The ceremony of first contact between soulmates. "We have been dreaming of each other." Nanchoga's thought arrived without words, carried on frequencies her cells understood. "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not supposed to be here," Silla said out loud. Above them, the aurora pulsed brighter, and she actually heard, its response in cascades of blue and silver acoustics. "Neither are you, yet here we are, in the place that calls us all." Across the dreaming, a river changed its pulse where it meets the sea, and then the dream released her, and Nanchoga was in her body in the Congo basin. The forest opened at the river's edge, and ceiba trees stretched their arms toward falling stars. Nanchoga stirred within the protective circle of her family. The dream was so vivid, she could taste the Arctic air and feel permafrost beneath her. Above the rainforest in the Congo basin, the canopy pressed down like a held breath. Layers upon layers of mahogany and limba and strangler figs sealing the world beneath into its own weather, its own shades of green. The air here is presence, swollen with moisture, carrying the mineral breath of black soil and the sweet rot of fallen giants, slowly becoming earth again. Somewhere deep in the understory, a hornbill called once and went silent. The forest absorbed the sound the way it absorbed everything, completely, without echo. Colors began to ripple above, threading down through breaks in the canopy. They cut through because they had business here, a conspiracy between Puspadanta and the aurora. Several elephants in the herd lifted their trunks, reading the thick night air, wet bark, crushed vegetation, the distant musk of forest buffalo. Sensing disturbance in frequencies, the trees themselves seemed to register, leaves all aflutter, without wind. Nanchoga was already pushing to her feet, trunk extended toward the aurora, hearing in their colors the same songs that echoed through her dream. Beneath her feet, the red laterite soil held the warmth of the day, and the roots of ancient trees ran beneath her with the memory of the forest itself, still listening. Silla approached her slowly, her sealskin boots leaving prints that filled with starlight. She could see the wisdom carved in the deep lines around Nanchoga's eyes. Her finger found her thumbnail, rubbing across the top of it vigorously in that nervous way she had acquired in her youth. The nail bore the color of a blueberry stain, the stain of an Arctic bilberry. Above them, the aurora spiraled closer, its colors more vivid now, more rhapsodic and wild above this canopy that had never known such light, that had only ever known the slow green grammar of photosynthesis and the graciousness of continuous rain. A wisp of deep purple swept past her vision, carrying with it a passage as familiar to her as her own grandmother's lullabies, followed by strands of silver blue, singing in the soulful rhythm of seals breathing beneath ice, while orange flames crackled with a voice of fire. "Do you hear us now?" the aurora asked. "I do," Silla murmured. "What's happening to me?" "You are hearing your songs," the aurora replied. What could be understood as deep listening? Nanchoga's trunk brushed Silla's shoulder gently. "What do the lights sing to you?" Silla placed her palm against the rough skin of Nanchoga's flank. The contact sent tremors, archetypal and ancient. "The green sounds like one of your rumbles, a decrescendo." "Oh," Nanchoga's eyes softened. "That's the rumble for your name." Silla's whole body felt weightless. She could hardly believe the depth of care she felt in hearing that. "Ashe," breathed the aurora, "the power to make it so." In the rainforest, Nanchoga began to understand what the dream was teaching her. Around her, the night sounds of the Congo continued their conversation, the drip of condensation from leaf to leaf, the creak of a strangler fig adjusting its slow embrace, the ultrasonic negotiation of 1,000 unseen lives in the dark. And into this sound world, the aurora's light felt like something translated from another tongue, strange and yet somehow already known. The lights were a pathway between worlds of souls destined to reconnect. She could hear it now, the human's voice learning to sing tracking songs, each color carrying different melodies. "We practice the world into being," she rumbled softly, and the sound moved through the root web of the forest floor, and above her, the lights pulsed in response. "All my life I thought I was broken," Silla said, staring at the aurora in wonder. "When others saw northern lights, I heard music. When my grandmother sang, I saw colors dancing in my mind." "Not broken," the aurora sang. "Called. We have been calling to you through color and sound since you were a mere sapling."
Pay attention right here, before your mind even knows why. Notice the ripples in the sky matching the breathing of your soulmates a whole world away. Soulmates, the people who recognize your true voice when you finally let it out. Notice those paths that seem to remember your footsteps even before you take them, a welcoming home, a long-awaited embrace to a place you've never, ever been. Notice the times you are moved by ceremony. Notice the songs you never knew you could hear, the songs within the sounds of violet grasses and blue ice cracking. Notice the way scent travels announcing the momentous occasion where soulmates are about to meet in the place that called us all. The air here is presence. We have been dreaming of each other. This place at the river's edge, the roots of ancient trees run beneath you, with the memory of the forest itself still listening. They stretch their arms toward falling stars, the stars that land in the prints left by your boots. The aurora spirals closer, the stain of an Arctic bilberry, the graciousness of continuous rain. Do you hear us now? You are hearing your very own song. What are the lights singing to you now? Ashe, breathed the aurora. The lights, pathways between worlds of souls destined to reconnect. Ashe. You can hear it now. We walk, we sing, we see, we practice the world into being. Pay attention right here. Right here, before your mind even knows why. Notice the ripples in the sky matching the breathing of your soulmates, a whole world away. Soulmates, the people who recognize your true voice when you finally let it out.
Thanks for being at the Waterhole. I'm Mark Adair Rios with Emerging World Project. If this story moves something in you, bring a friend next time. There's always room. Find us at emergingworldproject.org.